Hi guys, and welcome back here to the Dev Realm. And today I want to carry on the Helldiver series because I forgot to do one thing very quickly, which was to add a sound. I completely forgot that. So in the game, when you're using the skills, or sorry, your strategies, you have a sound as you click up, down, and right and left. And that's what I would like to do today is to implement that sound system on our platform. So what I did here is I separate a couple of sounds that we could potentially use. They will be available included on the source, together with the frames. So I'm just gonna create a sounds folder in there as well for you to use. And without further ado, let's just create this feature, which is very easy, so simple to implement. I already was messing up with a couple of things just to make sure where was the best place to do, and I'm just gonna give you a little bit of how it looks right now. So if I hold Control and press down, down, up, it has sounds. So each key has a sound as well. So the up, down, left, right. So they all have different sounds. Right, so to implement that, it's super easy to do. Right, so we're gonna go to the widgets, and the one you wanna implement this is on the Helldiver window. So the reason why we implemented on this one is because you don't want to implement for every single loop. You just want to handle in here on the handle API key widget. So I'm just going to delete this. And basically this is what you guys have right now, which is basically without any sounds, right? Nothing's happening. Still deploying, deploying all the items, but there's no sound. Right, so to add the sound from this node, we're gonna search for something called play sound 2D. And the reason why I'm using this sound 2D, it's because I want to make sure that this plays in the widget. I don't want this to spill to the gameplay of anybody, and I want to be a 2D sound because it's just something to, it's just a feedback as you press the key. Right, so the next thing you're gonna do here is from the sound, you're gonna do select. And from the select, you have the key, you're just gonna drag and drop the key right here. Now you can see that the select is changed a little bit, and here we have up, down, right, left, and then you select the asset. Right, so to play the left sound, so let's go back to my sounds folder. So I'm gonna select the sound, and I'm gonna just plug here, sound number 2, sound number 3, and then sound number 4. Right, by the way, if you don't have this folder here, you just right click, create a new folder called sound, and then on the assets here that I included, there is a folder called sound, which you just drag and drop all this stuff here. It has switches. Also, I started by creating this new sound queue to play a random sound, but it doesn't look good to play random sounds. I think it's better if you have sounds specific for each key. It's more satisfying that way. And now look how much does that change the game. See? And now we could even, expand this a little bit further by doing the following. So what we could do here is that we could close this stuff, and let's do a little animation on the keys, right? So if I open up here the action, right, the action key, what we could do here is that we could go to the animations, and we could create an animation saying, let's say, what could we do? We could maybe say pop, right? And I'm gonna select this, and on the pop, I'm gonna add the action image. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play a little bit with the transform of this. Right, so I'm gonna open up the transform, and I wanna play with the scale. So what I would like to do is I want to make sure everything's set up like that. And maybe like half it does, let's say 1.2. So it's gonna increase the size. So you're gonna create this new keyframe, And then around 0.50, we're going to decrease that to 1 again, all right? Now let's play this animation. Let's see. You see? So if it's successful, I want to do that. And then that's cool. And I'm going to just rename this to, I don't know, correct. And let's say, now let's create a new animation. And let's just call not, correct. Nice. Now I'm going to select that. I'm going to add a new image. And I'm going to add here a new transform. What is it? Pixel, render opacity, or transform, right? And now what I'm going to do here is the translation. So if it's wrong, something goes wrong, I want to make sure that it goes, let's say, -20 on the left. And then it goes 20. And then when it goes back to the norm and to 0.50, it does like this. So it does this. You see? It's just something to basically tell that you're doing something wrong. Right, okay. You guys, by the way, feel free to spend time creating animations and doing all sorts. This is just a very basic thing. It's just to show how much you can improve your game by adding a simple animation. Right, so when you have a correct animation, I'm going to get the animation correct, and I'm going to search for the play, right? That's all you got to do. And if the animation here, it's not correct, oh, that's the wrong one, could do, that's the wrong one, here, we could play the animation as well. I'm just going to leave it like this. Let me just double check. There's a better way we can do this. Yeah, there is a better way we can do that. Actually, let's do the better way. So the better way to do this would be, you play the animation here. You select which animation you would like to play based on this. And if it's correct, you play the correct, otherwise you play the false animation, and then you just plug those nodes in here. Now, let's see if this looks too janky or not. You see? Nice. You see how much like it changed the game? You guys can see like when you do a successful thing, how cool is it? Look at this super nuke one. Okay, I did a mistake. Look how cool is this? This is so cool. Like it makes like the game, pop, and it makes like you like, because the problem that we have sometimes with prototyping games on those kind of tutorials is that you don't see, it's very little experience that like is very little time that you spend creating animations. You most of the time you just bringing nodes and putting stuff together. But when you have the chance to build something like this, it gives you feedback straight away. Like it's so cool. And then you could even go further. Like when you spawn the item, you could spawn some, I don't know, some particle effects. You could do whatever your mind desires. You could do with this. So it's very exciting. It's really nice that we managed to do this thing. So it's it's a really cool accomplishment that we have for this tutorial. Also, things that you guys could improve on your own as well. If you've been following my series, you probably already have the knowledge to do that, which is basically, as you have a successful match item, you could create some kind of another box on the bottom where it has like the log system, so it shows that box or that item, the last item you spawn. But I must say that everything looks quite cool on the screen already. So once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been a pleasure. This series has been really cool to create, and it's really nice to see that you started from basically a blank canvas, and voila, you have like a full mechanic that you can use on your own games. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I see you guys in the next one.